Oh, it's nice. It still makes you go hot after all these years.
Well, we've worked on a rule, Joan, and it's a simple thing. I mean, to keep the romance going, we have this little rule. We have dinner, candlelit dinner, twice a week, a bottle of wine, a lovely bit of nice music, a little bit of French food, you know, and we do that twice a week. And Anne goes on Thursday and I go on Tuesday. And that's
talking, I mean, we're obviously talking about the fact that you're not the only star in the family. For those people who don't know, you actually toured Australia with Annie Get Your Gun, didn't you? I mean, you were a big star, still are a big star, but you did
long time
you
ago.
did sort of give the career away, didn't you?
Yes, when I found I was pregnant with our first baby when we were both at Danny LaRue's club. And I worked, actually, till I was about 7 months. And Danny kept saying, I said, I've got to pack it in, Dan. Look, I mean, But everyone knew us because we'd been there about 12 years, you know, and they put more feathers and more sequins and all this.
Dan started lending you the odd gown, didn't
he?
yes.
Black beaded gown now of his.
Letting it out the back by about this much. So it was very nice, really. And then I found that it was impossible because Ron's career really did start to take off the moment we had our first baby. And so with the baby, and then I had a baby in the next year, and 2 babies in 2 years. And so I found that I never really got back to it. No, and I did do Annie Get Your Gun. Yes, I did it in New Zealand for 6 months. And that's when really the romance did start, because we were writing letters to each other as friends. But you know, it began to be, I found that I missed him. So,
that's nice.
And then I only played Her Majesty's with it here. It was just after
Sail Away
with Maggie Fitzgibbon, yes,
right.
And I went in after that. Yeah.
And you've been coming back here to perform ever since?
Absolutely. We've been about 14
times.
14 times, you know.
Goodness gracious.
Yes. And we were here for a year once with the Barkers, Joy and Ron, when we did a television series, and we also did the show at the Regent, and the girls went to school here, they had to have a happy
Who, Anne
year.
and Ron's wife?
Anne and yes, Anne and Joy went to school, and a bit of further education. I took a course in the power of positive thinking, and I've been at it for 6 months. I couldn't make up my mind whether to stay or leave. And so, our girls, 2 girls went to Ascombe, and they had a wonderful year, and Ronnie's son went to the Cranbrook, and we all lived here for a year, so we feel
like a second
very
home,
home.
really.
Yeah, it is like home, really.
Well, it is nice to have you back. We want to talk more about where you're going and what you're going to be, where you're going to be touring, but
right.
We have some of our famous shop talking
yes.
to go to, so we will go to that right now.
Couldn't go anywhere without him.
We've got them all here. We've got a whole...
I must find you the beautiful one.
No more than 42.
The most beautiful one.
Okay. So this is Thomas, who's now 2 years of age. Okay, so we'll get a close-up for this just here, I think. This is Thomas.
Oh, very
Isn't he cute?
Yes.
Cute little one. Now, both your daughters married, or...?
No.
Only Emma.
Only Emma.
Look at him, isn't he gorgeous? He looks like a bundle of mischief.
Yeah, he is. He's absolutely divine.
And either of the girls followed in your footsteps as sort of being interested in stage work?
Well, Sophie, they're both really. Emma hasn't got the time, of course, with Thomas at the moment, although she sings with the band to do sort of 60s revival stuff.
She's only just started that. She's always loved to sing, but sort of hid it away. But now she's began. Sophie's a very quite a good sort of dancer. She's a well-trained dancer.
Sophie went to a ballet school.
Ballet school for 10 years.
But of course, the business is that, well, I mean, it's bad.
Very hard.
Very hard to get a start, really, even harder than it used to be. There seemed to be...
In London, there aren't the nightclubs. There's the odd sort of alternative place, but the nightclubs where we trained were terrific because there were reviews and you had to sing, you had to dance, you had to feed comics. It was a great training ground, and there's not very much of that left in England. You have a few nice places around Sydney, though, don't you, where they can do...
Yeah, some good places.
Rooms.
Yes, there are.
But they don't last. They tend not to last all that long. You know, they'll be fashionable for a while, and then sort of they disappear. But there seem to be a couple coming back. And the nice thing, I think, too, is a lot of the young people these days are singing a lot of that lovely old music from the 30s and the 40s.
That's right. Yeah. That is nice.
Sure. They're discovering this music, which is great.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Perhaps, in London, quite a lot of the small venues are still quite tough kind of pub venues, and the comic things have got to be a bit rough and tough and a bit graceless, really, just to grab the audience, because the audience are a bit rough and ready. So really, we lack at home the kind of smart
classy rooms. There are no classy.
I mean, Sydney has quite a lot of, you know, where you can go and see a nice jazz player or a nice somebody singing, as you say, a lot of Sondheim or a collection of rather nicer stuff. But we haven't got that so much.
No.
I mean, I think
it's a pity. I'd like to see more of it come back. It's nice to go after the theatre or just go and have a nice quiet night somewhere and just listen to someone sing.
Little jazz piano player.
Beautiful.
Steve Ross.
Be the perfect place to work.
Yes, lovely.
Yes. All right, well, lovely to see you both, and good luck with this current visit. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself, as you usually do.
Thank you very much, Jill.
And give my love to everybody up in Twin Towns.
I will do, yes.
All right,
Thank
Ronnie,
you very much.
Lovely to see you, and nice to see you too.
Lovely.
Talking with Anne and Ronnie Corbett this morning, and you can see Ronnie at the Canterbury Halston RSL tonight, as he mentioned earlier. Manly Warringah Leagues Club tomorrow night, Bankstown Saturday, and Revesby on Sunday. Then it's Melbourne's turn at the Melbourne Hilton on February the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. Then he's off to Twin Towns, Gold Coast, and then Perth. So check your papers. Jeepers, he's running around like a mad little thing. But right now, it's good morning to another mad little thing, Andrew Harwood.
Joan, I thank you. You know, you probably haven't seen your Omo looking like this before.